Okay, so we're looking at the piano now, and as you see, we have a group of 2 black notes and 3 black notes. Can you see that pattern? 2, 3, 2, 3. Do you see that? Have you ever noticed that before on the piano?
Of course.
Oh, good. Okay, so where do you see the pattern is repeating? Because there's a repeating pattern here.
Every other one.
Okay, so where do you see the pattern start and end?
Here, C. 4.
Right, so you have this. So
Three, four.
you see what's the pattern you see?
Up and down. Sharp and flat.
Okay, so you see this as a jig-jag pattern going, right? You see that as a pattern. The way I see the pattern is 2 and 3 and 2 and 3. Some people may see it as 3 and 2 and 3 and 2, but if you're thinking C as the beginning,
2 and 3.
then you see 2 and 3 as your pattern, and that pattern repeats, right?
Right.
And it repeating in octaves. That's what we call octaves, okay? So it's 1 octave, 2 octaves, 3 octaves, and you have et cetera, 88 keys. It's like 7 octaves. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 octaves, 88 keys, okay? Because each octave represents 8 notes. Which are the 8 notes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But there are 7 distinct notes. And the 8 is as if it's a repeat of 1.
Is that C?
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you want to play those? And that's the problem we have when we don't put our thumb under the 3rd finger. So when playing a C major scale, let me show you.
Just to see here.
You have 1, 2, 3, and then the thumb hides under and replays the F. And then once you hit F, then all the 5 fingers are ready to play the rest of the notes. Thumb under. Ooh, you're so good at that. Look at your first time. Your first octave was brilliant.
Really?
Genius.
I should have been a pianist.
Shoulda, woulda,
I
coulda.
should have been like you.
You're excellent. Well, it's the beginning of today. Okay? Here you go. 1, 2, 3, 1. Good. Now you're ready for the next advanced concept of playing the scale. Is you're going to move that wrist up and the wrist over to the side. So you're hiding and this wrist and elbow is actually moving out at the same time. Okay? And as you play the next note, you release the first one, so you don't want to mesh them together. Some people say you're releasing, release, 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 release. Release, so you got to release the right. But now you have to play release, release, now thumb under. Now, the other thing is start hiding that thumb right as soon as you play 2. It's already hiding. 1, 2, hide. 1, 2, hide, but you hide, but don't think that you have to play it right away because there's another hide under 3. 1, hide, hide, play. 1, hide, hide, play. You didn't hide. But you didn't play 1, 2, 3, 1. So back to 1, 2, 3, 1. Good. Now 1, 2, 3, hide. Good. Could you start hiding earlier? Start hiding earlier. See, the problem that you're having is when you hide early, you think you have to use it. Yeah. Now, if I were to do your astrology, I would probably find out that every time you hide, every time you hide something, and hide it away, or you get something new, you have to wear it the first day. Are you that type of person? You buy something new at the store and you have to wear it right in the store?
I buy something, I may not use it for 10 years.
All right, well, obviously it has nothing to do with your piano playing.
I'm telling you, I buy something, I'm just using something I bought 10 years ago.
Good. Okay. Good. So now you got to go back to 1, 2, 3, 1.
Get a piano on her.
Anyway, so that you'll practice 1, 2, 3, 1. So you have to slow your brain down and really practice. 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, slow is the way to practice. Okay, it's a very important concept. We practice slowly. Okay? Now, next concept. What are the names of the notes? These are the two donkey ears. That's a D. This is a cage. This is the front of the cage and the back of the cage. So you have a D, an F, and a B. Okay? So if this is a D, what's this?
C.
C. C, D.
E, F, G, A, B, C.
Good. So you know about that you have a G and A. So the way you teach children is you say there's a front of the cage and the back of the cage. Inside the cage are animals with the letter G. What animals start with the letter G, Marie?
Giraffe.
It's a giraffe in there. Wow. A big giraffe?
My favorite.
Wow. There's giraffes in the cage. And what other kind of animals that start with the letter A?
A?
Well, I've been teaching for a long time, so I know the tricky one, aardvark.
I don't know what you
There's an aardvark starts with letter A, or just an
Aardvark.
ant or an anteater.
Anteater.
Mm-hmm.
I like anteaters.
Yeah. Or an applemonger. I think I just made that one up. Applemonger. Okay, so why is the A over here, and why does the scale start with a C? Well, that's a very good question.
That is a good question.
But let's say if we start with A, we get a minor scale. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. But the major scale is the third mode of A.
Now that's when
Or A is the sixth mode of C. So
what's the difference between minor and major? Minor's higher?
minor is lower, but where is it lower? That's the question. So now we get to the structure of a major scale. Lesson number 2. Okay. So we have do, whole step, half, whole step, half. Do, whole step, half. Do that, sing that. Do.
Do, re, mi.
So watch. I'm saying you do do, whole step,
Do, whole step,
half.
whole step, half.
Good, again. Do.
Whole step, half.
Good. Do, whole step, half. Sing high. Do,
Do,
whole step.
whole step, half.
Brilliant. Now have fun with that. Do, whole step, half.
Do, whole step, half.
Good girl.
Whole step, half.
Excellent. And then from here we go whole step, half. Whole step, Some G. Whole step, half.
Whole step, half.
Good job. From the beginning. Do, whole step, half. Whole step, half.
Do, whole step, half. Do, step, half.
Blah, 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 blah. Do, whole step,
step.
Now sing on notes. Do,
Whole
step.
step, half.
Thank you. Good.
Half.
That's a half step between E and F. You see that half step? There's no black note in between there. That's why it's a half step. And then from here, whole step, half.
Whole step, half.
All the way up. Higher. Open up behind the nose. Look at me. Stop the tone and start it again.
Half.
There it is. Yeah. That's it.
Uh-huh.
Yee. Good, Marie. Good, so that's the scale. Now, what else comes from there? Well, we get chords from that scale. Yeah. Now, what you could do is you play every other note and you get a chord.
Oh.
C, E, G, that's a C major scale, built on the first tone of this scale. So it's also called the 1 chord. This is the 1 chord. Okay? That's a 1 chord going to the 4.
Is that C-A-G-F?
It's C, E, G. Try that.
C-E-G?
Yes, ma'am. That's it.
C-E-G.
And you can have fun with that. You go C, E, G, E. Good.
This is E?
That's a G. C, E, G.
C, E, G we're doing, right?
Yeah. Good. Now, the structure of a major chord, at a later date, we will explain this to you, is 1, 2, 3, 4 half steps from C to E, and 3 more half steps from E to G. So the structure of a major chord is 4 and 3. How to create a major chord. So I could pick any note on the keyboard and like A and add 4 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and I get an A major chord. Okay? 4 and 3 is a major chord. But let's leave that for another date. And now we're going to just go up the scale. And we build another chord, skipping a note. D. D, F, A is a 2 chord. That's a D minor chord. Can you say 2 chord or D minor chord?
2 chord, D minor chord.
Play it. You feel the minor quality, sad quality? Good. Here's your D minor chord. You play with it a little bit. See
What's
where
that? What is it? D. What is D?
F, A.
D. This is F?
Yeah, remember front of the cage? The front of the cage.
C, D, E, F, C, D, C. I'm missing a
It's okay.
key somehow.
I know, you didn't have the right fingerings. It's fine. So there's your D, F, A. Okay? So we're building chords on every note of that scale to demonstrate that a scale is not just a scale. A scale is a key. And in that key, each note becomes a launching pad for a harmony, becomes a whole arrival, becomes a whole area, a harmonic area, and can be a harmonic area. Okay? So if we're writing a song in the key of C major, and we hit an A chord somewhere in the piece, and we go to D minor.
Pretty. You play so well.
Thank you.
You could get a job just being a pianist.
I don't know about that.
Oh, seriously. Good.
Good. That's D minor. So, each one of these notes can become a harmony, with some exceptions. Okay? The 7th is really not a place to land. Okay? It doesn't have the qualities
Is it
of a
D?
it doesn't have the qualities of a landing because of its diminished quality. It wants to move. It's too close to the arrival of the back to the tonic, and just because of the quality of its 5th, which forces everything inward. That's the function of a tritone. Okay, so we'll get to that later. But right now we're talking about these harmonies. So you can just climb up each chord. Okay, so each one of these notes has a quality to it. So the 1 chord is major. The 2 chord is minor. Test. What is the 3 chord quality? Major or minor? Does that sound...
Major? It's major, right?
Now let's check if it's major. The function of major and the structure of major is 4 half steps and 3. Here's how I'm playing the E minor chord, E, G, B, right? We're going to start on E, that's the root, and we're going to add half steps. 1, hold down, touch 1, 2, 3, 4 would be the G sharp, and then 1, 2, 3. So your E major chord is spelled E, G sharp, B. That's the spelling of an E major chord.
What is that again?
E major chord.
Let's say it again.
E,
E.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. We did 4 and 3 as a structure of a major scale, a major chord. 4 and 3. So we used the structure. Oh, we got like the ba 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 ram ba 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 ram ba 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 ram. Shake it up, ba ram. Okay, mix two songs together. What the heck? Okay. But your structure of an E major chord has a G sharp in it, and we had played with a G natural. So if this is an E major, what would this be?
A major? A minor?
E minor.
Well, E minor.
Right. So, two things come out of this. Number one, the difference between a major scale, a major chord, and a minor chord are the middle note just goes down one. And the structure, or at least the structure of a minor chord, instead of being 4 half steps and 3, becomes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it becomes 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 half steps and 4 half steps. They both add up to 7. A fifth is equivalent to 7 half steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? 7 half steps equals a fifth. So 3 and 4 and 4 and 3 both equal 7. So E major chord and E minor chord both have a B as its shell. The difference between E major and E minor is the middle note. Major, minor. Okay? And you just want to get your hands around that E major chord and practice it. But right now we're on minor because we're doing the...
But I don't have a piano.
Well, you're going to get one. If you want to become a musician, a keyboard is essential. And you can get one very cheap. You could find one for $100 online. You probably could find some church to donate one for, donate an old piano to you if you really wanted to. But that's a problem. A keyboard like this is perfect. You could put it against the wall somewhere, or you could find
this size.
Or you can get one half the size if you want, or a 60, 60 keys, 61 keys. You don't need.
How much does this cost? $100?
This one, no. This is an expensive stage piano. The keyboards run from $100 to $3,000.
Oh, I don't want to spend on that.
No, you want to spend $50 on a used keyboard that you find on Craigslist. Just get someone to exchange, give you an exchange for a couple of massages. Let them give you a $400 piano.
Sounds like a great idea.
Okay? So we had major, minor, minor, major, 4 and 3. Major, minor, diminished, major. Now all of that happens in groups of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that, how it's an ending? It wants to land there on the 4th. So a major scale is divided into 2 tetrachords. There's an arrival because of this half step. Because of that beginning, middle, and end, we get 2 things. We get rock and roll.
Really?
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Wow. Amazing.
Okay, you get those 3 chords that everybody's, you just learn guitar and you learn 3 chords and you're good to go. Those are your 3 chords. The 1, the 4, the 5, and the 1. They're the only ones that were major. The rest are minor or diminished. Minor, major, major.
So the major is the C, G?
Major would be C, E, G, F, A, C, G, B, D, C, E, G. Those 3 chords. Boom, 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 bum, bum. He sure plays a mean pinball. Okay? Now, so this is called the diatonic chord progression. We're just moving up the scale in chords. Diatonically. In other words, within this scale. Each one of those chords fits into our C major scale. There's nothing that's foreign there. Okay? So, after that, we're going to show you the cycle of fifths, which is the clock, actually. So, music is a clock. There's 12 notes in a scale. There's 8 notes, but there's really 7 distinct notes plus 5 black. 7 and 5 is equal to 12.
Oh.
So there's 12 distinct notes in this chromatic octave.
Interesting.
12. Then this is 13. So that starts 1 again, and another 12. There's just 12 chromatic notes. Okay? So atonal music just uses all 12 notes equally. There's no root. There's no tonic. There's no king. There's no queen. Everyone's equal. It's, so basically communism. Communism in music is atonal music. That's why it sounds so bad. All right? Capitalism works. Okay?
Why?
Capitalism works because you earn it. Sometimes people get into theft and all that. This is not good about capitalism, but ultimately, capitalism is a meritocracy. So,
Whatever way. Yeah.
do you need to go to the bathroom?